Moses came down from on high with 3 tablets, but he had to reach for a fat joint in his mouth, and one of them fell. And we came up with 2 tablets worth of commandments. Thou shalt sub to the Theshills Live, and thou shalt sub to the 42 show. Thou shalt grab a beer, plant ass on couch, and enjoy. Welcome to the first ever live show on this fucking channel. Glad you're here.
And you swore in the first 30 seconds. Well done. On the new channel. That's a good start.
They can't demonetize a channel that isn't monetized. Fuck. There's not, it doesn't matter.
History, they'll remember this. They'll remember. And you'll go, oh, we've got to create a new channel because I swore in the first 30 seconds of the new channel. And we'll have to create a new one to start as the slate clean again. And all hell will break loose. Yeah. So how many we got? We got 68 subs on this brand new spanking channel. Yeah. So unless you've been redirected from the 42 show, or just got completely confused and just got lost in the internets, oh dear, it's gonna be a very quiet night.
Yeah, if you're new here and you have no idea what's about to happen, you just found a new channel and decided to sub, trust me, the nightmares you'll have tonight will be worth all the beer you drink tomorrow to erase them. Right?
just drink more beer. Yeah.
That
was the last commandment on the stone tablet.
So, you see me on the big picture, underneath me, we usually put the super chats there as they go. Well, we're not a non-monetized channel. We don't have any super chats. So direct Ko-Fi alerts are going to pop up there if we get any of those donations. It's the same Ko-Fi things. There's a pinned link in our live chat. And in the background as we go, I'm going to try to make Stream Elements fix its alerts and do that as well, and they'll go there as well. But at this point, I'm not even sure how to do them. We're trying to add Shayna Caldwell to the damn channel as a managing moderator or whatever, so that she can get into the Theshills account and greet and say hi and do all that crap. And it's not working out. YouTube's just going, nope, screw you. And I have done this before, albeit not recently, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right. So I'll have to figure it out as we go. Yeah. Have to figure it out as we go.
See, I can come in. I can come in with the Theshills account. See? Buggers.
Well, yeah. See, I'm going to try to switch over to the other Theshills account in Studio and figure out how I did this for her last time. And I know what to do now. I'm not going to I know what to do now. So, okay, hold on a second here. Am I still on the right one on this tab?
Oh, you have to use her Pornhub login.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
Wait a minute. Am I still on the right? Okay. YouTube.
But make sure you use her Pornhub user account, not her contributor account.
Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, don't do it again. Oh, dear Lord. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. You can talk.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Why are you listening to me type? That's stupid. Okay, I've got it fixed now. So, within minutes, Shayna will actually be on the Theshills account.
Right.
Yeah. So, I figured it out. So, what do you guys think? New channel, same content. It's no different.
Less subs.
Yeah, holy Lord, thunder and Jesus. I mean, when I set up, I usually have to do a capture for the fan funding, it's called, through YouTube, so I can put the super chats on the screen under us and all this kind of stuff. We switched to the after show, and I'm like, I don't have to do that. This is so weird. And YouTube Studio is like missing things because we're not monetized yet. You know, it's really screwed up. The original,
it's pretty hard to get a channel monetized without any content.
Yeah, well, but it's so like for me, the shills were monetized within like 4 months, right? I'm just not used to having a not monetized channel.
Oh, well, let's talk about Flat Earth and get the Flat Earthers on here then. That's how you did it the first time round. Yeah, we'll start debunking Flat Earth.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, let's get MC Toon on.
Well, funny enough, we were moments away from having Mike Burleson join us tonight.
Moments away.
Yeah. He was all set to join. He had his mic and his preamp all set and ready, and he got all his gear ready. And then his wife come in the room, and she's like, "Well, you're supposed to be getting ready because we're going out for supper tonight, right?" And he was like, "Fuck." Yeah.
Going out dancing.
Yeah. Well, they're in their first year of retirement, right?
Yeah. Does that mean anything?
Well,
first year retirement.
Yeah, it means he hung up his gloves and he's probably just pacing around the house like a moron, trying to figure out what to do with himself, right?
Well, I'm doing that. I'm not retired. I think what you call this semi-retirement, just like, just disappearing slowly into the fog.
Yeah. Hey,
you don't get a gold watch.
Yeah. See, okay. How do I?
Yeah, PJ wants us to get Arwin on as a guest. PJ, I think it's a bit late for Arwin.
Yeah.
He'll be tucked up into his little strap jacket now.
Yeah, I think the nurse comes in and straps his arms behind his back at around 4 p.m. So
it's time for your injection now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to die.
I was about to take over the globe, you bitch.
Back to the electrotherapy.
All right.
Hey, there he is. There she is.
Yeah. Shane is in. There we go. Awesome. See, that was a dick fix. Yeah.
As opposed to your normal dick fixes with 2 lollipop sticks and a couple of bandages.
Yeah. No, a dick fix is like a fix in a horse race, except it pertains to pornography. I think actually a dick fix in modern day terminology is just Viagra. So
I tried Viagra. It takes ages to rub it on. Just don't get
it. Yeah, it crushed up fine, but it burns the nostrils. Jesus.
I thought you were just like supposed to stick it in the end of your knob.
Yeah.
Just blocked it up.
Yeah. My wife took 2 and rubbed one out for 4 hours.
I wonder what happens if a woman takes Viagra. That's an interesting thought.
Probably ends up, get a Sharpie, draw a face on the nub, give it a name.
Does the clitoris just like expand into like a 6-inch penis or something? Like, oh my God, I didn't know I had it in me.
Yeah, I should stroke it.
At least flick it. Put a donut on it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Use it as a...
You can tell this channel's not going to go anywhere any different to the other one.
No. Yeah, well, it's that whole thing. Like, okay, are you about to move into a new neighborhood? You might think that the thing to do is meet some of your neighbors, maybe have a little garden party to get to know everybody and put on a nice face and, move yourself into the neighborhood. Absolutely not. Because where is the relationship going to go? It has nowhere to go but down. So you move into a new neighborhood, and the first thing you do is throw a fucking raging kegger party, and you piss everyone off because now the relationship has somewhere to go. There's room for improvement and growth. You might learn something in life. This is how it's done. Dunk's having his stroke.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we get rid of everybody, start again from the ground up, and the people who are here are our real friends.
Okay. I was
real boys.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
No, I was talking about like my neighbors specifically, but
okay. I thought you were talking about the channel.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna need a Dick Fix Me t-shirt. All right.
Dick Fix Me Dick.
Yeah, I just need somebody holding it in a hairy knuckled hand.
Just two fingers.
Oh, if that was the case, I'd have a real problem with piddling on my pants, or at least on the front of them.
Oh, you know what? I had some really interesting topics to come with tonight.
Yeah?
Can't remember what they were.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Genius.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's only 34 watching. I'll wait till there's 60 before I remember.
Well, I hope some of our links catch some people and stuff. I would say this is okay for a first run, up to 70 some subscribers already here. We have a direct Streamlabs tip in from Heather Wiley in the chat there for $6.66. And it says,
"The Mexican Beer Fund, hooray!"
Hey, thanks, Heather. And that was a great timing too, because I noticed that the stream elements, little pop-up alerts that should be right under my microphone there, it did nothing. So now I have something else I can fix while I'm trying to relax and drink. I'm not going to fix it tonight. Fuck that. But I'll do it. Well, later tonight.
Yeah. But more importantly, the donation cherry has been popped.
Oh, that's true.
On this channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you will always be the first. We will always remember you as our first in the back of our Ford Capri on the back seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a drunken fumble.
Heather Wiley, my first cherry pop live on air.
Did you buy the condoms? No, I got a packet of crisps. I'll just empty them out. I'll do.
And I just want to let you all know, if you're in Florida, please submit your ID to watch this show. I promise not to order anything new for my home.
Yeah. Just your credit cards and your PIN number. That's all we require.
That's right. Yeah. I need the PIN number so that I can make a 12-cent purchase to prove that it's really you. Yeah. You've heard of PayPal? It's PayDick.
It's PayDick.
Yeah. Or maybe Dick Pal. Dick Pal,
PayDick. But with Dick Pal, you have to taste it to make sure it's you.
Well, I reserve the right to request.
Why does your penis taste like your mum?
Not my mom, her. But yeah. Well, you get to a certain age, it's all about mums, right? It's confusing. Okay, so
we're gonna watch what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna lose some subscribers already.
Yeah. Knowing YouTube, right? Knowing YouTube. Yeah. So
No, it's knowing us.
well, that's true too. Knowing how YouTube treats us, that's probably more accurate. I have a lamp here. I'm in a real desert, dusty area, and it's really crazy. If you have the windows open for like an hour, you're cleaning for half a day. It's crazy. So I have a ring light in front of me that's trying to illuminate me, but I don't like things too bright in my face. And then above is a second light that helps illuminate the back some as well. And it keeps getting darker and darker. It's an LED bulb, so I'm pretty sure it's just filling up with dust. And I think I'll just throw it away and get a new one. I don't think it's even worth trying. Oh, it's not good. It's such a bad, like, oh my God, my son has this show. Oh, I got to show you after.
You can't do that. Lewis Rossman will be like, he'll tear you to shreds if you don't try to repair it.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those ones where instead of having what the fuck is it called? Like a lampshade, this one starts at the bottom and goes up so that you get diffused light, but then it beams light up onto the ceiling. And right now, I'm not getting any diffused light. It's just the spot on the ceiling. I haven't noticed that. If I was to clean it right now, it would really change the lighting in this room. I'm sure of it.
Maybe it's all the smoking in your room. Maybe you just need to repaint the ceiling. Yeah. It's just soot and tobacco stains on the ceiling.
When I come into this little room to stream, you can tell the difference between the rest of the house and this room. And when I'm in here, I do have a window on each side, slightly open. It's, I have to really clean computers before I sell them.
They just chuck them in the dishwasher.
Yeah. Actually, you can. Won't hurt anything. As long as you don't turn it on when it's wet.
Yeah.
So yeah. So far we got 36 people watching. So I'm glad some of you made it over tonight. Because it's one of those things. Two
of them are us.
Well, actually, I don't think it counts me because I have the window minimized, but I have the live chat open. And every time I do that, YouTube thinks I didn't watch the episode, right? But it's just more rendering for my computer to leave yet another window with video open, right? But this whole thing where we're switching the content onto different channels, it's nerve-wracking as shit. Right? Because we know because of the YouTube algorithm, it's the right thing to do. But during the transition, it screws everybody up in trying to find us. And now we're left building new channels, which I haven't had to do in like 4 years or something, right? It's ridiculous. It feels strange.
I wonder how many people are refreshing the Theshills channel.
Yeah.
They normally do a 42 minutes later show. I know there's going to be one. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah. Did we do our shout outs in Discord and stuff? Yeah, it looks like somebody did. Did we? Oh, maybe not.
Did you do a community?
I'm not sure. I did a community post about it on the other. See, I can't switch from one to the other while we're live without maybe screwing something up. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to
do it in another browser.
Yeah, and I don't have anything of the saved and whatnot. I know what I can do here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, mute. There we go. I think it's already been done, but I'll put it up, everyone. Oh, there we go. Somebody just beat me to it. Yeah, Liam beat me to it. Okay, so there, we got a little shout out. Did I do Blue Sky today? I can't remember. There was a lot of shit going on today. I barely kept up.
The thing like being organized, is there?
Yeah, well, and
this is nothing like being organized.
Yeah. The switch from one account to another is just so drastic because there's differences in studio now. We need to get these channels built up. It's going to drive me crazy.
So, I mean, yes, we got to get to 1,000 subscribers, but how many watch hours do we need to have?
Three.
to
No, we
get
need
monetized.
500 subscribers now and 3,000 watch hours.
3,000 watch hours. So we're going to be streaming for like 90 minutes. We got 34 watching. You do the math.
Well, this is about the viewers we had on the first Shills show. And the Shills channel started as a once a week, 2-hour live stream. So as far as I can see, it shouldn't take more than about 3 or 4 months tops. Right? You know, but I mean, 3 or 4 months. I mean, when you're in your 50s, that's
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it that long.
exactly. Yeah.
It's funny, you know, like the whole sort of like push into space with Elon Musk going to Mars and NASA going back to the moon and all this sort of stuff. You know, I was, especially with Elon, I was really excited, thinking I might actually get to see this happening. And then there's the pushbacks and the delays, and then you realize Elon time is not the same as anybody else's.
No.
Yeah, and you lose the will to live.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, I thought I was going to see some amazing things happening, and oh god, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it crash lands like a Boeing.
I'll just watch reruns of Space 1999 when it happened like 25 years ago.
Yeah. He does have a tad of Clive Sinclair in there. Oh, yeah, this is ready for the masses. Put it out. Shit, recall them all.
Although I don't think Clive Sinclair would have gone into the space program much. You know, just not enough profit in it.
Yeah, well, they don't run rockets on pedals, so he's just not interested.
I know.
Oh, the C5. Just I didn't know what the hell a C5 was when it came out, but because of 8-bit computer people, I know what the C5 is, that little pedal thing. Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, yeah.
Gloriously stupid.
Yeah.
It's kind of very British though. That kind of just inadequate. I mean the British are famous some engineering marvels, and yet at the same time there's also it's like engineering just stupidity as well. Yeah. You know, this isn't exactly what's his name? Oh god, who was the guy who's like building railways, bridges, and steamships.
Gilgamesh?
No, I can't remember his bloody name now. Just slipped off.
But here's the example.
Just like a massive industrialist at the time.
Well, speaking of, the Industrial Revolution, for the most part, starts in the UK and moves out, right? You guys were smart enough to have the patent system so that a person could actually keep their ideas and make a buck, right?
Brunel, that's it. Brunel.
Yeah. Yeah, but you get to the 1970s and you've got British Leyland, and the fender, the die that presses the fender is screwed up and it doesn't quite fit. Do they fix the die? No, they employ a guy with a hammer to just stand there on the line and fucking beat shit, man. You know, that's, you know, you guys had the union issues that America has now, especially as it pertains to the auto industry, right? Like, everybody wants to move manufacturing of electronics and all this stuff to Taiwan, China, so on and so forth, because it's cheaper, right? But the auto workers unionized way back in the day in America, and as such, you try to close a plant and move production outside of America, and Lord, thunder and Jesus, do you have a fight on your hands? Because it was decided in America, however many years ago, that being in an auto factory was a job that should pay you enough to actually support a family and not just live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Right. And it's, you know, you guys went through that in the 70s, except the unions weren't strong enough to keep everybody from just going bankrupt and stuff. And that's what happened, right? The British car industry was lost. And
Yeah.
it's slowly happening in America, like with Stellantis owning Jeep and Chrysler and Dodge and Ram and everything, the whole bit. Same thing.
There seemed to be that period of British industry, though, during that time. When was that? Was that 70s? Late 70s, early 80s. Was that when it was? But yeah, but it's like it seemed to be like everybody was going on strike. I remember that as a kid.
Oh yeah.
But everybody was on strike. The miners were going on strike. Steel workers were going on strike. The motor industry was going on strike. Everybody was on strike.
And it was
a 3-day week. There were power cuts.
It was all of that era. And the bitching of the parents because the rich taking too much money and the workers not getting paid enough and stuff that inspired the entire punk rock movement. Them all going around, there's no future, blah, blah, and what. That's where it came from.
Yeah, but unfortunately, punk rock, that was the wrong way to do it. Because in France, when that was happening during the days of, what you do is you hang and behead all the rich people and take over and now Vive France and revolution. Not I'm going to bring out a shitty album.
I know. Yeah.
Can you imagine Napoleon going, right? Yeah, I'm really pissed off with the French government. I'm just going to record an album and I'll stick it to the man.
And not even in a studio, but on a 4-track in my basement while my mother's yelling at me to turn it down. Yeah, but it's true.
The Battle of Waterloo might have been a bit different. It might have been like a rap battle between Napoleon and.
I think we already know it's ABBA. Waterloo.
Oh no, that's Swedish.
But
And then he said Switzerland because then it'd have been neutral. but we'll take all your gold. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Let's just sit down and talk. Sweden should be like where the talk show was, invented, right? Is Sweden, that's not fight,
Yeah. Eat chocolate. Build clocks.
What do they do in Sweden? Outside the bar at 2 a.m.? They have mediators all over the place so people don't fight, Come on over here. I'll settle your argument for you.
Sweden's a very strange place.
They have this weird hatred of auto racing that really perturbs me. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. What's the problem? But yeah, you're not allowed to have a racetrack and you're not allowed to do laps and actually race cars. The only thing they allowed is a hill climb race.
Right.
Yeah. They're just so against speeding that you're not even allowed to speed if it's like on a racetrack. No, forget it. Not allowed. Yeah.
What about horses and dogs? Do they allow those?
Well, I think if your dog runs more than a mile an hour over the speed limit, just a drone comes over and shoots it,
Do they not have any races whatsoever? It's like, no egg and spoon race. No.
Those chickens race, kill them.
No kids in sacks jumping down, potato sacks, none of that. No.
As I understand it, it comes from the disaster at Le Mans way back in the day where a bunch of people died and Mercedes pulled out of racing for like ever because of it and stuff. Sweden just went, that's it. We're banning it altogether.
But I'm not surprised, because potato sack racing in Le Mans was stupid.
Oh, yeah, especially if it's taking lives, right? That's silly, But yeah. I don't see the point. Like, if people want to put it on the line and to go and have fun, let them, People are going to do it anyway. I mean,
so I guess the gladiator arena is out then.
Yeah.
Not allowed that.
Yeah, like Heather says, that Le Mans crash was horrible. It was. Car flipped into the crowd. Oh, it was just disastrous. But the result, the horrific nature of it isn't due to auto racing itself. It's due to lack of safety at the event. You know, we had people dying in racing all the time until we got to the point where people finally gave a rat's ass. But we've had people die skiing and all kinds of other sports that you're allowed to do in Switzerland as well. You know,
there's, you know, other things like, you know, air show disasters.
Yeah.
There's been shitloads of air show disasters over the time.
And they're just showing off. They're not even competing.
Well, sometimes they're not even showing off. They're just flying the plane, and the plane just decides to break up and crash. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it goes into the crowd. And of course, you know, what happens is they change safety and they push the crowd further back. And you see, it's not even an air show anymore. It's just a plane in the distance. You know, it's like it's a really, really odd thing that to see a marvel and a spectacle, to go to it is there's a certain amount of risk.
Totally.
And apart from going to see clowns when their cars breaks up in a circus,
because 12 of them have to crawl out. You know?
You might get a clown come out with a bucket of water, but it's not really water; it's just like confetti, and he'll throw it over you, and you'll get one in your eye, and it gets behind your eyeball and becomes infected, and you die. Oh, we're going to ban clowns now as well.
Yeah.
It's a very, very odd thing how all these kind of like spectacles become safer and safer and safer to a point where they're not spectacles anymore.
Yeah. It's you know, like in again with racing, but you know, you can look at all kinds of different extreme sort of entertainment stuff, and there's been crazy advances in safety over the year. I totally think Sweden should just lighten up. I mean, there is a Formula One team that operates in Sweden, for God's sakes. Chill out, guys. Right? I know, relax.
Really?
Yeah. Peter Sauber from Sweden has been operating in Formula One for, I don't know, 38 years or 35 years or some shit. He's partially sold the team to BMW, and coming up soon, they're going to become the Audi Works team, but they're still based in oh, no. Are they in Switzerland? Sweden? No, Sweden. Oh, for fuck's sakes, you know.
It's all the same.
Yeah. But yeah.
Switzerland, Sweden.
I'm just wondering if I've been fucking this up the whole time, but it's, you know. Yeah.
Highly likely. I mean, that's what we do best.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, no one comes to this channel for facts. So it's
not
all
me.
Right.
Yeah, you know, with you, what the hell am I going to learn?
It's always like stuff we vaguely remember and could potentially be right or potentially more likely to be completely wrong, but it doesn't matter, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here. BMW, Bavarian Motorworks, Sweden has Volvo. Yeah, no, but in Formula One, the teams like the Mercedes team, they're a Mercedes AMG Formula One team, but Mercedes only own 33% of the team, and the engines and the cars are all engineered and made in England. Right? It's not really a Mercedes team. They just get a fuck ton of credit for it. Nobody from Mercedes works on the cars or the engines. They have nothing to do with it. Zero.
Good old England.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, when it comes to motorsports in the world, the UK is by far the number one contributor when it comes to engineering and expertise. Maybe drivers still at this point, if you don't count American series of racing, but even then, quite a few Brits make it over there too.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, you're making me proud.
It's true. You know. There's all these dudes in the UK. And like, think about this. Imagine you go to university to be an aerospace engineer and you learn all kinds of cool engineering and aerodynamics and stuff. Now, you can go to work at Boeing And in 5 years, watch the plane you've been working on finally crash because it was get to fly its first flight. Or you can work in Formula One where the part you just engineered for like a month is on the car and on the track that damn fast. And you get to tour the world and so on and so forth. There's a lot of high-tech talent that race to Formula One because, wow, wouldn't you? You know?
I'd even include that into the aeronautics industry as well. So some of the most incredible aircraft came out of Britain.
Oh yeah,
some of the most amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, I think my favorite American one is the P-51 Mustang, but only once they got the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in it. So it's like,
yeah, but even then, that engine wasn't the end-all be-all until W.O. Bentley got his aluminum somewhat based piston in the works, right? That was the real kicker there. You know, it's just that W.O. Bentley was such a shitty businessman that he got bought out by Royce, right? Yeah. You know, anybody know the story of Charles Rolls? You know how it's Rolls Royce? It's Henry Royce and Charles Rolls. Charles Rolls was the first person in the UK to die in an airplane accident.
He also invented the sausage roll.
You know what? I have even more respect for him now. Yeah. Yeah, he had a Wright Flyer and died in that when Rolls-Royce was in its infancy.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
like a Wright brothers airplane.
Yeah, he had
like
one of the
Kitty Hawk type.
He was one of the first people in the UK to get an airplane, and he used to take it out and show off, and he was doing this cool maneuver, and the plane just literally folded up around him and fell to the ground.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Those
were
machines,
kindling, man.
Yeah, those machines back in the day, they're incredible. They're absolutely incredible, and so wildly, completely different to what we ended up with as far as flight is concerned.
When modern,
they're just like fucking kite string and shit.
I know, it was a glider with a little thing strapped to it, right? You know, balls of steel. I know myself, if I was back in the day, I would have looked at one of those Wright Flyers and thought, holy shit, that looks flimsy. Give me a try right now, because I love driving a car too fast. And I learned, like, I went to an auto racing school when I was younger, and I know how to heel toe and, you know, drive properly, trail brake, all that crap. And I would have been the guy to do it. And I would have died in one of those early planes for sure. Oh yeah.
I wish.
Fuck off.
No, I mean, I wish you had the chance. See, I got out of that one. See,
yeah, I'm texting Kelly later.
No dick pics.
Yeah, you know those days when she's in a really bad mood? That's because I paid her to be.
You pay her too much.
Oh yeah,
she probably gets paid more than me.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, talking about British balls of steel and stuff. So I've finished Rogue Heroes, SAS Rogue Heroes Series 2 last night. Oh my god! Talk about guys with bollocks of just pure stainless steel.
Lots of shower scenes, then, is what you're saying.
Those guys are fucking scary bastards. But it's an amazing.
I'm growing wood show right now. I think you hear that, right?
No, because I mean, I don't think it's as good as the first series. Because the first series is like, you know, kind of like the OG kind of the birth of the SAS. So there was a lot going on there, and obviously they have to follow on from that. And of course, with history, when you ever doing history in a movie, it's like, well, you kind of have to kind of like stick what happened. and it might not work out. It might
Because
not
it's
work
called
out.
history.
Yeah, it doesn't always necessarily lend to a story arc. Like the first series was just like nailed. Second one has to, well, we have to do what they actually did, but it was done really well. Absolutely astonishing. Some heartbreaking moments in it, but Jesus Christ,
You work on it? Like, why are you selling it like this?
because it's just absolute. I wish I did work on it. I mean,
I was thinking maybe you did because you were on Band of Brothers. I figured it was just
Well, here's one of the things. This is why I bring it up. I worked on Band of Brothers. I love Band of Brothers. It's an awesome series. But what generally happens in a lot of war stories. I wanted to say war films because you think war film and it's just like John Wayne, in a trench and it's all yeehaw. No, these kind of series have a lot more to it. It's about the characters and about the people behind the stories. There's a lot more going on than just the battlefield. But what generally happens from Hollywood, you look back, there's some great movies out there, Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers and stuff like that. But they're always American centric. It's always about the Americans, and the British are just like these little pipsqueaks who the Americans come and help out.
They always start with that CCR song, oh, that red, white, and blue. It ain't me. It ain't me. Fortunate Son. That's it. There we go.
Yeah. But what I love about this is it's a bit like the old movie Zulu, which is actually a bit crap when you look at it. But it just I love a movie that's showing British fortitude and just balls of steel like you can't.
Well, you see, one of the officers has lost a leg.
Bitten off by
no, sir.
A mosquito bite. It was a really large mosquito. Yeah. Well, yeah. But the thing is, okay. But if you take that Monty Python scene in context,
fighting each other,
everybody's all up. They're parodying war because everybody's like an upper class twit.
He takes the shard of a mirror and finishes his shave.
Yeah. But there's everybody's upper class twit. Now, what happens? I mean, you've got to see Rogue Heroes to actually see it, because you've got upper class twits mixing with absolute fucking animals, and they can fight together and just in a way just absolutely astonishing. I'm just like gushing now. I don't know what else to say now about it. I just sound like I'm having an orgasm.
If I start whistling the song from Bridge Over the Wither Quay, are you going to cry and jerk off at the same time?
No, because I'm not. Because what happens in that is a British man gets saved by an American.
Oh. So
morally,
it's just more specific. Just saying.
Yeah. It's always I don't know. It's just that sort of thing where they always have to have like an American. In fact, in Rogue Heroes, there is actually an American in it who actually joins the SAS. But he
so what you're saying
really well.
What you're saying is the British are tired of being America's damsel in distress.
It does come across. There's a great fucking fight sequence where the SAS just like saunter into the Ritz, having been invited by their CO. And there's a whole bunch of Marines there dancing. Saying, we're Marines. You guys have got to leave. The SAS just like turn the place upside down.
Yeah,
and then just walk out. Yeah.
Does anybody know? Aren't the Marines the ones that were traditionally called jarheads, or is that Army?
I think jarhead is just like a general term. I think.
No, I think it's specifically one of the groups. Otherwise, holy shit, you just crossed some lines.
Oh dear.
Marines. Yeah. I thought Marines were the jarheads. Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah.
See, and I don't even watch that many war movies. How the
Don't
fuck don't you know this?
they don't even come close to these guys in this story. It's just fucking amazing.
Oh, I don't think I'd be a worthy soldier under fire with things going pop
No.
pop by any means of the because I'm just such a scatterbrain. It would just throw me for a loop. I'd never be able to concentrate. But if I was one of those dudes that's just behind a little bit, that's got like the radio or the tech or whatever, I'd probably be able to keep my focus on that to not actually fuck it up. Because if I'm in a situation in life where somebody starts beaking off and, being Mr. Tough Guy or whatever, that don't scare me at all. I'm usually the one that steps right up to deal with it. It's just the extra level of pop going off and stuff. I'm not sure I could get over that. Amazes me when somebody can handle it and, come on our show and talk about it and stuff and whatnot. And I amazes me,
To go back to the show though, there are some like interesting characters in it. Like there's a guy, Lewis. He is shot to pieces. He's mentally shot to pieces. His hands are shaking, and yet he's standing there in Tobruk. The bombs are going off around him, and everybody's like ducking and diving, and he's just like standing there. Just attention, just talking to his troops. Everyone else is not talking, but he's like resigned himself. He's just like, don't fucking care anymore. It's just like, either they'll bounce off me or I'll get killed. It's just the mentality of what some of these people went through. What's really funny though is I used to go to a pub in Barnock in our local town, and there was always like the corner in this pub, and there was an SAS kind of like shield on the wall. That was because Eric always used to sit in that corner. That was his Eric stool, and Eric was in the SAS.
Oh,
old time SAS, original, a proper old school SAS. And I never really talked to him. I wish I had now, because I'll come back to that in a minute. Because he was like 4.5 foot tall. He's this tiny little guy. It always like sit on his stool.
It's like Derek Warwick coming at you with a battle knife,
right.
man.
Now the thing is what actually absolutely astonished me about this series is because growing up, the SAS, you always remember like stories about like the SAS was like, it was that the embassy incident when the SAS stormed in, or you hear about Bravo 20 and their failed attempt at rescue. And I had no clue about the origins of them and how it came about, and how these just like guys just through wisdom and tactics, and it just threw everything out the window and says, all right, we're just going to go in behind enemy lines and blow shit up.
Yeah, there's an episode of Top Gear or the Grand Tour where they go somewhere and they're at like some concrete like building that's all shot up. And that's the place that you guys pulled off a rescue of like 150 people or some shit or whatever. And that must have been the SAS, right? Because that was back in the day, like the 70s, early terrorism days when it was really going off, What the hell was that one?
I don't remember that one. Was that the Iranian embassy?
Clarkson. Yeah. Was it an embassy?
That was in London.
It's not the embassy. It's I just recently saw that on the 60s, 70s, 80s series I've been watching, but this one was oh fuck, and they went inside, they went up a few sets of stairs, and they were up top. It was almost like they were in an airport. Like a
Wait, that's I don't think that was the SAS. I think that was the Israeli
special forces or
Israeli special forces.
oh, okay, yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Entebbe.
Yes. Yeah, that was some impressive shit because I saw the remnants of that and it just looked like, how did anybody live through this? Everything's been hit with a bullet. How did you not get, That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There was a story that came up recently.
Whatever.
There was a story about the SAS that came up that no one. It was a mission that no. What's the one thing about the SAS? There's a lot. They did a lot of shit that no one actually knows about. And there was a story that came up that someone found in
the SAS.
they found in a letter in a dispatch, and then managed to follow the story through. And what happened was the SAS. This is during World War II. They captured a train, drove it 120 miles behind enemy lines to a concentration camp where they stormed the concentration camp, got rid of all the guards, took the 120 prisoners, loaded them on the train, and drove the fucking thing right back 120 kilometers out of occupied Germany.
Holy fuck. Can you imagine 6 miles out, you're sitting on the train. You're like, oh, I just filled 3 helmets. I'm going to need another one, Like you just must have expected to be just destroyed by bombs and shit at any moment. That's fucking balls, man.
That must be incredible. Yeah.
Wow.
So much respect.
Wow. Yeah. Man.
It was somebody said, I think it's Helen Wiley said, so the SAS is a bit like Navy SEALs. Oh, they wish. The Navy SEAls wish they were.
Don't start that argument.
I think. Well, the thing is, what happened
could have been a cross that one came from the other, right?
No. The SAS were born out of the commando regiments, but what's happening now is all these special services are now they're all working together, all
together.
and they're all kind of the same thing. It's just the origin of the guys is just more amazing than what's come out, because I think what happens it's the same with any kind of military force is they I wouldn't say they soften because that would be the worst.
No, but here's
but then they're not quite as animalistic. They have duties.
Here's the thing to think about. There was a time when all the special services, yada yada, whatever you want to call them. I don't mean to leave your country out, but they all started going, wait a minute, we're all allies and stuff. We should be learning from each other to learn the tricks the other people have. But if all we do is work together now, is anybody developing new tricks? Or are we all just settled into now we know it, move forward? Because that would suck. You got to keep learning when it comes to, fighting the next Bin Laden or whatever, right?
I think one of the things is all these services learn is basically let's try not to fuck up.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I mean by it softens them a little bit. The original SAS, they didn't fucking care. They took some risks because it's just unbelievable. Yeah. And a lot of them got killed in doing so, which is not a good look.
No,
they almost got taken off the table before they even started.
But you can't be in an elite unit who then won't step up and take a chance. By its very nature, it's going to have losses. That's this isn't Hollywood where everybody comes back with only a flesh wound, right?
That's right. But you also got to have an elite unit that doesn't come back because you don't have an elite unit anymore.
No, as long as 2 or 3 people come back, you can still keep going, right? That's that whole thing. You can't send them all. You got to keep a few for training and but I know, and I don't mean to make people sound like, revolving door hamburger or anything, but this is the reality of hardcore war situations like that, right?
God,
Not everybody's coming home. right? It sucks, but it's true. This is why I firmly believe that we shouldn't be having any of these war things. We got some dictator over there and he's ruining it for his people and stuff. Don't mamby-pamby around. Get 7 countries together, get that fuck out, settle everybody down, get some elections going, help them through. Not like George or whatever Bush did when he was like, we're going to get those weapons of mass destruction. And then they just leveled the country and left it screwed, right? And there was 2 rival factions that hated each other because of old world issues, and it all went off. And what was that? Kuwait? Right?
Oh, yeah.
But that's the whole thing. If you're going to step in and take somebody out because they're the next Ceausescu or something, unless you're staying for the long term to help those people have a real future, some other asshole's just gonna do it again. Right?
I just hate the fact that you end up with so many people being killed in combat, thinking that they're going to change things.
Yeah.
And reality of it is, history is cyclic. It just comes back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like on the first day of the Somme, 200,000 British soldiers, 200,000 died on the first day of the Somme. That's just the British side. Not on the German side. It's like it's ridiculous numbers. Mm-hmm. They all thought they were going to go out and change the world.
Oh yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
And then there was a Second World War. So thanks for that.
And
the same. But the things like Ukraine, just the soil in Ukraine must be the only reason why that place grows so many decent plants is the amount of fucking blood that has been spilled on the grounds in Ukraine,
and not just in the last couple of years.
No, through history. World War I, World War II, and before that.
Yeah, and like Ronnie Franken said in the chat there when I was saying, get together and eliminate this shit. He's like, isn't that what NATO's for? And I was like, well, yeah, but they don't have the fucking balls. At this point, they don't do anything except sit around and go, but, because of trade, because, economics and blah, blah. And they're totally scared to do anything. It's bullshit. Listen, it's this fucking simple. The Constantinople stood for the longest time. And one day, I can't remember who it is, maybe the Romans or whoever, but somebody finally came in and fucking took that city. And as soon as the fires were out, the boats of trade were in the harbor again. It's called money, and it doesn't matter. It's still gonna flow. Nothing can stop it anymore, right? Those concerns are bullshit. I don't get it,
Well, it's a tricky one because you could say that about Britain losing to the Third Reich, and trade will the country would have carried on. It would just be under the flag of the swastika. So
no, but we're talking. No, but that's what you just said is so. I'm going to be contrarian to you. It's not funny because we're obviously talking about stamping out those people. I'm talking about it from the give everybody free elections and democracy, not just right?
Yeah, but you're also talking about Roman rule. In I
know, but I don't care about Roman rule. The point was the city was sacked, and within like 3 weeks to a month or whatever it was, commerce started up again. It was that fast because the people with wealth at the top, the ones that want to make more money because they have money, they're not going to let something like war stop them, and it's just going to keep going.
You're absolutely right on that one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So all of this hoo and ha and brouhaha, and when the NATO people get together and go, but blah, blah, and they all hesitate and stuff, it's for their own financial needs in the moment right there and then. It has nothing to do with the benefit of others and the collective as a whole. And as such, the organization fails before it starts. Its whole mission is fucked up because people won't stand up to do what's right.
Well, NATO. That's all about the Article 5 thing, isn't the issue? And of course Ukraine wasn't. It was an ex-Russian state, so they're not covered by
That's
NATO.
just one example, but sure, okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, NATO is definitely like a big fancy boys club.
Mhm.
As far as we'll protect you as long as you protect us and all this kind of stuff. But somebody over there who's not in the club, you don't get the full protection. You'll get our support. We'll give you all of the weapons that we can give you, and you can go and fight. But
all we can give you, that
we're,
was an overstatement. Sorry, just retract that.
Well, yeah, okay. We'll give you the bare minimum. But yeah, but it is the kind of like case where okay, we're not going to step across the border and help you out.
Yeah, because all of this bullshit NATO's done since the start of Ukraine, and there's other situations in the world where NATO could do this as well. But NATO could just go, look, collectively, we can totally deal with this person. And all they're doing is trying to stamp out democracy in another part of the world. And that's what we're trying to further. So why don't we just step up and help them? Like, I mean, oh, but you're not a member. Fuck. Did Superman and the Super Friends not save other people? Like, I know that's stupid, but you know what I mean? It's dumb. That's like,
if you go to the opening of the First World War, why that happened, and it was because of some guy from one country was killed by somebody else in another country, and they were friends with that country, so that country defended another country, and the whole interaction between all those European countries to decide who was going to fight who was just so fucking complicated.
I know,
and that was before NATO.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like at that point it didn't really fucking matter. And the same with the Napoleonic War. You had all these different countries in Europe. Some were on the side of France, and some were on the side of it's just bonkers. But since NATO, we've definitely got into that situation where unless you're not a paid membership, you're not paying the subscription fee.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, NATO started it.
We're not paying the subscription fee to our club. You don't get our support. Whereas,
I wonder, does NATO have the patents on QR codes? Is that how that works?
If you took the Ukrainian war back like 100 years or so, there'd have been an excuse for us to go to help them. Would have been much. But I think the things that has changed the scenario in that is the invention of the nuclear weapon. And everybody's on fucking edge on that.
I agree. I agree, but I also agree in if you launch, they launch, you die as well. Who is truly psycho enough to hit that button? I don't believe Putin's threats, because Putin can't go down in history as the guy who rebuilt the USSR, if half of it gets destroyed by everybody's weapons. I just don't buy it.
Well, the other thing's intriguing about them is like modern warfare is like it becomes, and I know you were talking about rich people and stuff like that earlier. It becomes like an economic battle. We'll put sanctions on the country, and cyber attacks and shit like that, or even like Russia. Basically directly influencing the United States election. It's like, that's where warfare is going on now, it's kind of like secret. It's kind of like secret, but at the same time, plain as day.
Yeah. Now take the information warfare aspect there. All the people that own the platforms that we use, like Google with Sergey Brin or whatever his name is, and Musk and so on, they all are the richest of the rich. And yet somehow they can't afford to do the extra effort for moderation to make sure that these things aren't happening. And you know why that is? Because all of that disinformation bullshit stirs traffic and keeps eyes on their platform, which makes them money. Do you really think they're going to get rid of it completely? That's stupid. Of course not. Right? Of course not. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't give a shit, and Mark Zuckerberg is cozying up to Mr. Rump there already. So, this is all about money to them. They don't give a shit. There's not a single high up super businessman that gives a flying fuck what happens to any one of us as long as somebody's there to make their fucking coffee and give them a muffin in the morning.
And by that you mean a cake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Probably get the other muffins as well.
Well, I'm sure Bezo likes his morning muffin shaved because, when he puffs on that cigar, he doesn't want any hair in his teeth.
She was lovely. Now kill her.
Yeah. I love a woman with a big cock, he says.
Oh, we all love a big cock in the morning. What else gets us up? Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah. We need a meme with Bezos's picture when we're in a t-shirt. I love a woman with a large cock. Hell, I'm going to make a t-shirt of that. Who wants a t-shirt? And you know what? It should be Elon Musk standing there naked.
Oh no! We'll just have we'll have a picture of a penis, but with Elon Musk as the head, with his one good eye.
Yeah. Little Cyclops Elon. Yeah, he's a little penal worm. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
we got all serious for a bit. Yeah. What's wrong? What's wrong with us? We got all serious, and we didn't have Nick Suter on to.
Oh, that's true.
All serious and shit. Yeah.
Where are you, Nick? The hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. we all got all serious all by ourselves.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, and wrong.
He's probably got voodoo dolls of us, and he's like, so tell me what you really think. He's interviewing our voodoo dolls and making us think.
Well, for God's sake, don't take our serious ramblings for account for anything, because what the fuck do we know?
That's true.
When it comes down to it, really, what the fuck do we know?
Yeah,
we know as much as Trump's new cabinet.
Fuck that.
Should put us in charge.
Yeah, I know boatloads more. No way. Fuck all that. Nope.
Yeah, you can make me the ambassador to Janistan or whatever. I don't know.
I'm gonna be. I could handle like India. Yeah, I could be. I could do it. Watch, I could do it. Hey, my friend, come on over. I got a great trade policy for you. See, I can speak Indian.
We're gonna open up 20 more new scam call centers.
Yeah. Oh. So far I think it's going okay on the new channel here. Let's see.
Well, we're still here.
Survey says, yeah, that's true. They haven't demonetized us. Subscriber counts up to 76. Click the share button and share us out on social media, everybody, and let people know that we got the new channel for the Hangouts. It would really help. It would really help. It would really help. Did that work? I'm not sure I hit the button at the right moments.
Yeah, I don't know. At this stage, I don't know what will help. I really don't.
Okay. there was there
Let's
was
get the enforcer to give us a shout out. Yeah, I'll do it.
No, the last thing I want is a whole bunch of loser kids that jerk off to their mother's picture in their basement watching our channel. Well, screw that. Yeah. If you're dumb enough to super chat those twits thinking that money's going to Ukraine, like fuck, no.
Yeah, we'll have to get some decent guests on. Yeah, to help build up the channel a little
That's
bit.
a good idea. Who should we get as a good guest?
Jeranism?
I was literally going to use that one. I literally was.
How do you feel, bud? It was you know what was interesting about I'm going to do it now, but yeah, this whole flat Earth thing, the final experiment, and all that kind of shit. You guys in the chat know about it because we have talked about it. But what was interesting is the two flat earthers that went on that journey was Jeranism and Whitsitt, Austin Whitsitt. Now, the two of them have been very quiet since they've come back. Since the other flat earthers are claiming that the entire thing was shot on a studio.
Yeah.
Which is the most ridiculous things. I'll come back to that in a minute if you want, but they're saying it was all shot on a volume. And so those two have been very, very quiet. Now, the two of them went live last night for the first time
together?
Since they've come back. No, they
okay.
Two. I haven't watched them. Jeranism did one of his you can come in and talk to me for 4 minutes, ask me any questions, and like the moment I saw was just some guy just like laughing at him saying, "Oh, yeah, you bastard," and that was about it. And Wits did his live show. I think probably came on after, but it was kind of interesting.
Does Whitsitt finally get it?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. But
his
it was
channel,
interesting.
if you don't get the gag, his channel is called Whitsitt Gets It.
What was interesting is the two of them returned to live streaming on the same night. So
yeah.
I reckon they must have had a little chat saying, look, we can't shut off. We got to keep going somehow. So we will, and they chose a night.
Yeah.
Together to come back onto live streaming again.
Yeah. They probably in the background sat down and said, okay, we'll talk about this, not that, and blah, blah, and set their rules and everything, dude.
Yeah. It'd be kind of interesting to go and have a look, but at the same time, I don't give a shit, and I don't want to spend hours looking at it. I'll wait for other people to report on it, maybe. Yeah. But even then, it's just Jesus.
There's the whole idea that Antarctica is supposed to be the ice wall. Well, did you see a wall when you were there, boys, or were you just on a flat sheet of it? I mean, how thick is this wall? Couldn't you have just walked to the edge and looked down and saw like it's? Oh God!
What makes me thing that makes me laugh about this?
Why didn't anybody go and punch the ether dome?
What's his name? The yoga teacher. God, what's his fucking name again?
Fucking idiot. He did the 200 proofs.
Yeah.
Dubay.
Eric Dubay. Eric Dubay did a video saying that basically they filmed the entire experience on a film volume as like The Mandalorian, which is basically like where he says a 360-degree LED screen dome, which actually that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I think that he was referring to that Las Vegas sphere
The
thing.
sphere. Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is about the dome. About a volume is that those LED screens don't put out a lot of light, and so he's implying that all the shadows on the ground from the sun is coming from that LED screen.
Right.
That's impossible. That's totally impossible.
Yeah.
But, you know, so you'd have to have a fucking lamp up there. One of the reasons, I mean, you got, is that a picture of a volume you got up there?
That's the Mandalorian being shot in the volume, and you can see by the people that are in there, even with the studio lights up in the room and everything, the guy with the boom mics barely casting a shadow at all, right?
Yeah.
Like, look, they're almost non-existent, you know?
No, because one of the things they do, I don't know if you've ever noticed, when they're shooting volume, most of it is in low light. There's never anything on the volume that's like direct sunlight, because you then have to have a big fuck off lamp.
Yeah.
To do it.
Right.
And
you would have to have a transparent screen then to bring that light source through. Otherwise it would be above and wrong, and you know,
exactly.
And that's why look at this one right here. It's all super cloudy sky and the whole bit. It's haze, right?
And yet the people who went to Antarctica have published their 360-degree captures of this, so you can see everything. You know, everything that's there. So you'd be able to see the film crew that would be hiding behind the cameras. You'd be able to see the lights in the studio. You'd be able to see everything, but it just doesn't exist. So they go, it's green screen then. Wait, it's green screen, but now it's live. And they go, it's really easy. It's like 3 clicks. I even heard Gem Panda on his stream talking about, green screen.
It's supposed to be a flat Earth killer, right?
Yeah, it's easy. It's 3 clicks. Well, Gem Panda, why didn't you start doing fucking visual effects then? If it's so fucking easy that it's 3 clicks and the green screen is gone. Do you know how many fucking weeks people spend working on? Not only do
frame by frame.
Not only do visual effects artists work really hard to make green screens look anywhere not like decent, and usually it fails. Even when we're doing stuff that's been shot on an LED volume, we still have to fucking fix it afterwards.
And yeah, and Dunk does rotoscope, like all that super hard hand remove frame by frame shit. When he's laughing at it, it's beyond stupid that somebody even said it.
I just love the fact that people just think, it's just visual effects. It's not a problem. Have you seen a Marvel movie and the credit list? Have you even watched the credit list scroll by for like 3 days?
Yeah,
because that's the amount of people it took to make the visual effects look half as shitty as it does.
Well, I mean, you've showed me things before, dude, and you'll be doing what, like an 8-second shot, and you have to do all your tricks to the whole shot or whatever. And how long would that take in real life?
Well, it depends, but it could be weeks.
Yeah.
It can literally be weeks.
Yeah, because they shoot like a hillside and there's modern houses and a car going by, and he just has to magically make it all go away. And as frame by frame, as things are moving, make it so that you can't tell and everything's perfect, and the whole, like, holy fuck. When he shows me what I was just don't explain it to me. Don't even bother.
It's kind of funny because the real Vladimir Putin says in the chat, says, your green screen is dodgy, Dunk. Yeah, because this isn't it's not. Yeah. But there is keying involved. There's all kinds of shit going on, and it is dodgy. And because, quite frankly, I'm not going to get a fucking Emmy award for this shit. So
Yeah,
This is-
it's more
this
than
is- this
fine
is
for
good as-
what we do, right?
It's as good as it
Oh.
gets.
I mean, look, every time I get up, my white balance changes. And sometimes I'm like red like a pumpkin or something. And other times I'm pale, like I haven't eaten a meal in 3 days, you know? Who cares? But yeah, it's
I was actually looking into trying to improve my avatar situation because looking at the
you could
the
drink
New
less.
Year's the New Year's address I did, it looks all soft and horrible, and the software I'm using to create this avatar is like $12 a month, and okay, $12 a month, cost some money, but I could upgrade it to the next level.
Yeah.
And apparently it does high resolution. So it does a high resolution
What does that
version
mean?
of this.
480p? I mean,
This is the thing. I have no idea. I can't find out the fucking details. It doesn't tell you.
Yeah,
It just says high
assholes.
resolution.
Yeah.
And okay, so it's $12 now. How much do you think it is for me to get up to the next level?
Another 30 a month.
$49 a month.
Yeah. Just to increase the resolution and make it usable. Yeah.
To create this.
Yeah.
I don't even pay. I don't have any subscription service. The only subscription service I pay that goes anything towards that kind of money is my mortgage.
Yeah, I know.
I don't pay that for Netflix. I don't pay that. I don't pay for the Amazon Prime.
$5
Nothing.
Here, that's a set of tires. I mean, what the fuck. You know?
$50 a month.
Yeah, and there's so many services out there that are, we'll help you be the best YouTuber ever, and oh Lord, thunder and Jesus, do they charge you through the nose?
Yeah,
you know.
It's not like I can even try it to see. Well, how much better is it going to be? I don't know.
I know. In this day and age, they don't even do that. That was like that Ecamm software. I signed up because it's a Mac streaming app, right? I was like, okay, it's made for Mac. It should be really efficient. OBS is only so efficient. It could be better. So I tried it out, and all the features I need to do this show were behind the paywall. And I'm like, so I got a hold of them, and I was talking to one of the support people. I'm like, well, here, look, I can't test your software properly because your 30-day trial is so limited. It's a joke. So let me ask you some questions. I stream like this, and I need like low latency NDI or browser source sources and so on and whatnot. And not one of their people on the phone could even answer my questions. And they're a streaming software. How can you not answer my questions? They're not that complicated. I couldn't believe it. And then they were like, well, what you could do is, sign up and pay for the first month. And then if it doesn't work for you, you can get a hold of us. And I'm sure we could process you a refund. I said, well, is there fine print somewhere that says I get a refund within the first 10 days? No, but usually that's how it would work. And they just want me to sign up. Yeah.
See, that is one thing that really pisses me off, because back in the day, it wasn't long ago where you could get a trial on something. Okay, what happens now is when you do a trial, say like this system that I'm using for an avatar, I started off with a trial, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and they go, okay, this kind of works. I'll go with it, and I'll pay the extra 12. Now, what you used to do is you get a trial for like 7 days, or usually longer, like 30 days.
Yeah.
And you get access to the full thing.
Yes.
So you know exactly what you are paying for at all the levels. So you would get the entire shebang.
Yeah.
for 30 days.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to, well, okay, I'll pick and choose. Now what they do is you get a trial, you get, and then you pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you want to know what the next level is, but they don't give it to you.
No. The only time I found a company in the modern day that are based on a subscription service where they gave me a free trial that truly was the entire app for 30 days was the other streaming software, vMix, the one that Nick Suter's always going on about.
And fails on.
Well, it has a very strange way of using a graphics card, and I'm not a fan. And this is also why that they can't even make their app for Mac. Well, besides the fact that some of their code was written in the Stone Age, right? But it's true. But vMix give you a full real 30-day trial, but you have to put your payment information on file to get it. So you better remember to remove it afterwards, right? But
that sucks too.
Yeah, but I was able to build a real Theshills show, and try as I might, I could not make this show in vMix without compromise. I was like, no, forget it, because vMix it's an expensive software, because vMix can be used in a TV studio to control like 8 cameras and switching and all kinds of craziness. It's awesome. But it used to be like $800 for the full version. And that version would last you as long as you choose to use it. As long as you ignore the upgrades, it would last forever. But as soon as the subscription era kicked in during COVID there, vMix went to subscription, and now they literally want like $500 or $600 a year out of your pocket. And there's only one thing that vMix can do that OBS can't do, and OBS is free. So there's no way they're getting that money out of me.
No.
Fuck that. And the one thing it can do that OBS can't, I can do by manually creating it. And it takes a bit more effort, but it's the same damn effect, right? So, Yeah. I'm getting sick of this whole subscription thing, though. Just like what was it? Ubisoft recently, the game manufacturer, the game publisher, whatever the fuck it is. They came out about 6 months ago. Steve from Gamers Nexus talked about this in his year-end review. It was a really good one. And he point blank said gamers have to accept the fact that you will no longer own your games, and you will pay to rent them for a time until the game is done. You people have accepted it on movies. You've accepted it on music. It's coming to the automotive industry. It really is. And you're going to take it on gaming as well. And this is the thing. A few industries that make real money have gotten away with this. You no longer own things, you rent them. And it's every other business out there is scrambling to rejig their business model into rentals to us, into subscriptions, right? They've been trying with cars for years with leases. If they can lock you into a lease, you accept the fact that you now pay $500 or whatever it is a month, and you always drive a new vehicle under warranty, right? But in the modern day and age, unless you drive an older vehicle like, Dunk's Land Cruiser or whatever, your new vehicle is shit after warranty anyway. You might as well. Like, they've pretty much forced us, right?
But going back on the software again, one of the things I notice that really, really pisses me off, and this is looking through because I have been looking out for like a better version of this kind of AI avatar thing, and also other tools that we could use as AI to for the show, video and all this kind of stuff.
Well, at least like thumbnail imaging,
So, Midjourney is good for that. But yeah, just in general, software. Now, when you go to the most of these people's websites, they make all these promises. Oh, you can do this. Yeah. It just no. They're more like perfume adverts.
I know.
It's just like, oh, you just buy our product, it'll be great. Or what does it do?
I know.
No, it would just be great. No, but what does it do? And how can I use it? No, just buy it.
And you
Buy
scroll
it.
through this
And
huge thing of bullshit, and it doesn't tell you anything.
And also then it comes to pricing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't know what I'm getting for that. I don't know what I'm getting for that level.
I know.
That's this top level is meaningless because I don't understand what's happening in the other levels.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they just want you to blindly.
I know.
Just buy into it. And
you
then
look at the
find out later.
Yeah, you look at the 4 tiers, and it lists a whole bunch of shit you don't know. And then you look at the second one and it says all that plus, and just makes it more confusing. And somehow that's supposed to be helpful.
Yeah. And of course, the last one will be like, commercial. So you can actually use this on the YouTube stream. So what you're saying is all the others I can't actually use.
Yeah. And it's not that it wouldn't work. It's just we're not granting you a license to unless you pay us more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it used to be I just bought Photoshop and used it. Now I have to rent the motherfucker, right? Yeah. I say no. Everybody's got to stand up and vote with their wallet. If we stop doing it, they'll stop and switch the thing. It's only because we're willing, right?
I did actually see on the Apple App Store a great Photoshop replacement. It was only like $20 or something like that.
Pixelmator?
I can't remember which one it was, but it was like a Photoshop replacement. But the only problem is I'm really loving the AI in Photoshop. It works really well.
There's a Mac app that's always been Mac. Its code is so efficient. It runs so awesome. It's not funny. It's called Pixelmator. And Apple just acquired the app. And you can guarantee
that means they're going to kill it.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to add all their AI bullshit. And instead of, remember when they had, what was it called?
They bought an app called Shake.
Yeah. They've bought a few apps over time, and one of them became Logic and one of them became Final Cut. They don't always bury them. And this is their move to try to do a Photoshop finally. You remember, there's Adobe Lightroom. Apple brought out a Lightroom-like app. What was it called? I use GIMP as well, Shelly. What was it called? But Apple brought out
the Apple one. I don't know. Was it just photos?
Or was Apple? No, because there's photos, but they brought out a way more professional one that could do like color grading and all kinds of crazy shit. And
you're right. I can't remember what it was called.
And I don't even think they have the app anymore because it just didn't work for them. But the reason it didn't work is they didn't have the Photoshop app to go along with it, right? There was no point in having the Master Organizer app if you didn't have the Manipulator app, right? And I wouldn't doubt, I am positive that Apple will have a Photoshop competitor within about a year, and it's a hardcore coded for Mac photo app, and they'll just stuff their AI in because that's the one thing everybody wants is a fairly priced photo editor that can compete with Photoshop, give you the AI background removals and all those toys and stuff. And instead of being in the subscription suite, it'll be one of those Apple apps that you just pay $129 for and you own it for life, man.
Or even just fucking free. I'm surprised they didn't actually do that. Just build it from the ground up. Yeah, put it out, and it just comes built installed into your Mac.
And a lot of people, like, if you guys are you guys are going on about Apple again. Let's just reiterate a point here. Sure, there's an Apple tax. Those computers are more expensive. Not that new base model Mac Mini. It's a great deal. If all you need is a computer and you're not a gamer, go get the new Mac Mini base model, and you won't regret it. But Sure, there's a whole thing and whatnot and differences and all. And the Mac, like my Mac Studio, was more expensive than an equal powered PC. But I go to the App Store and I buy Logic and I buy Final Cut Pro and I buy them once for a couple $100 and I own them for life.
Well, I actually bought Logic Pro for life too. And then they came out of version 10 and there was no upgrade.
Okay, yeah. But so every 10 years, they might suck a couple $100 out of you.
However,
yeah,
GarageBand is free. Pages is free.
There's,
Numbers is free.
I know.
Numbers is free.
Yeah.
Keynote is free.
Yeah.
You know, everything that anybody wants to do is
things.
free.
I know. Yeah. And on a Mac computer, I don't care how fast your PC is, the Safari web browser opens faster. It's unbelievable. Now, I still, Apple overcharges for RAM and storage, and it's really stupid and really shitty, and I hate them for so many reasons. It's not funny. I'm no fanboy. But when you overpay that bit for a decent Mac, there's a lot of benefits that come with it. And the Logic and Final Cut and these other apps are so optimized to the platform that it's really hard to find equivalent that good software on other ones. I got to see a man about a horse. Sorry, dude, but one sec. I'll be quick.
Yeah, it is kind of like funny when he talks about Logic Pro on the Mac. It's $200. That seems like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, when back in the day when we were all buying software and cartridges and stuff, I don't think I've spent as much on software in the last few years as I did in the early days. There are. I am on the Adobe Suite subscription service. It's a tax write-off, okay, because it's for my business. But as far as software is concerned, I don't think I've spent as much money as I did back in the day. Even going back to the Sinclair Spectrum days, we like buying £10 for a cassette or whatever. I don't seem to spend so much. It seems to be a lot cheaper running software these days. Or are we just all just stealing it? I don't know. What do you think? I'm burping. I'm too busy.
Okay.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin says you can get a lot of stuff for free these days.
Oh, yeah. But like a couple of people in the chat said, I use GIMP. I've been using GIMP for years. I still use it right now. But GIMP compared to like a modern one like Pixelmator or the modern Photoshop with the AI like tools and whatnot, there's just no comparison. It's just, there isn't, with like I used to use GIMP, and I have a Dunk sent it to me, a graphics tablet, a Wacom with a pen, and I would just zoom in and remove the background, because if you use the color removal, you always get those jagged whites around things and stuff. It sucks, right? I don't like that. But I can just go to a website right now called background removal dot whatever and just drag the damn picture in and the background's gone, right? There's just, and I've heard that GIMP has plugins and stuff, and, maybe there's an AI plugin that helps with this kind of shit. I've just never had time to look into it, but I mean, the tools are just so easy to use now. I almost can't even justify going, well, I already know how to do it by hand. And you know what I mean? Like, it just takes too long, man, and soon our little private server will have a real graphics card. If you feel like helping out with a donation, holy fuck, could we ever use it? I have no money for that. But when we have...
he needs new underpants as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even wearing any now, so what does that tell you? But if we had like a 4080 graphics card in our server, we would have AI tools that we could use without paying for, right? And then over a 3-year period, it's actually great for us, you know. It even gets to the point where we could, you know, make it so that Patreons, oh yeah, we should explain the Patreon thing with 42 show coming up, but Patreons could have access to a private server and use the AI tools as well, right? You know, make it fair for everybody. You know, it's worth contributing. So there's the 42 show. We should do this now, right? What do you think?
Yeah, get on with it. I'm waiting for you.
We really need that that Monty Python get on with it moment. There's been so many times we've needed that, you know.
How much for the gold?
10 for this? Are you mad? So, the 42 show. The idea for the
subscription service.
Okay. Yeah. Now you're doing to me what I do to you. So that's fun. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. I thought I did another one of those things where I screwed something up clicking. Okay, so the 42 show. I need the sound of a record being spun backwards by a finger. So the reason we started the 42 show was the idea is it's a shorter and more consumable show for YouTube to be a little bit better with promoting and whatnot, because they like a shorter show bit better than a longer show. Not so much in the moment, but after the fact, right? You know, how many people click on a 2-hour show a week after it's done? But a 37-minute video or something, maybe so, right? But
I think YouTube looked at us and just said, "Oh God, I like their show, but I just wish they were shorter."
Yeah. If we were both the height of Derek Warwick, this would already have taken off, right? Oh, you mean in okay, yeah. But
who? Derek Warwick.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that was the idea. But what's been going on is the reason we have like 3 channels now is YouTube doesn't understand how to promote us. So we have Ukraine content. We have some other content that's not based on Ukraine. And they put that content to Ukraine people and then Ukraine content to the other people. And the recommended gets all screwed up. And then YouTube it's screwed up, right? So we decided we'd put the 42 show on its own channel and these hangouts on its own channel because that makes sense. That's what YouTube wants. That's why all the other creators that have, you know, made a lot of money do that as well. Might as well follow suit. And with the 42 show, though, we would like it to be an actually uploaded video channel where the 42 show is a video we upload. But we do it live. So we're going to do it live on Patreon and then put it on the 42 show channel afterwards. Now, we're not putting the show behind a paywall. So stop typing because I know some of you were doing that already. Right? But we can offer a free tier on Patreon. You don't have to be a paid member. It'll still be a thing, right?
Well, you can get a free membership for a payment.
Yeah.
For a small fee,
right? You know, yeah. So it's not going to be a complete, and you know, there's a live chat on Patreon, the whole 9 yards, right? It'll be the same thing. So coming up in the next few days, we'll get that account sorted on Patreon, and we'll get you guys all over there. And then on the main monetized YouTube channel, the Theshills, we're going to change the whole membership structure. So there's only 2 levels. $1.99 and $5.99 or whatever. And then anybody who wants to be a higher member, it goes to Patreon because, the Lords that be the channel that we're streaming on right now, because I don't want to put all the words together with their little transcripts and stuff. Gibberty jabber to be and holy duck soup goop. they don't like us promoting other places to be. So I hope I separated that enough. But that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Ronnie says, isn't Patreon Russian? Well, as far as I know, there might be a few people that are like investors in the company, but it itself isn't exactly Russian. And there's been issues with Patreon and Ukraine channels and so on, but you got to pick one. And Patreon's one where we can go live on and do the show live and then put it on YouTube after as a an upload, right? You know, and we're open to suggestions if you think something else would be a better platform, but there's no way we're going to like BitChute or anything and blah, blah, and whatnot, you know.
The turgid channels.
Mm-hmm. You know,
we can go live to Truth Central.
Yeah, but the
Truth
problem,
Social.
yeah, Truth So, yeah, we'll go on Donald Stump's channel there. But the thing is YouTube memberships, we lose 30% of that money to YouTube, and then we lose another 12% to the taxes paid out to Google AdSense before we get the money. Whereas on Patreon, they take 8% and we get the rest. Now, do you guys be our members and stuff to make YouTube money, or do you do it for us? Right? Where do you want your money to go?
For food and underpants.
Yeah. But, you know, where would you like your money to go? That's the real question here. And I'm pretty sure most of you would rather see us get it than YouTube, because that's kind of why you're doing it. So let's make an effort, right?
Or maybe they just want it up their noses. Yeah, we could just sell cocaine.
We can all get naked and do cocaine together at a later date. Let's settle one thing at a time.
Only on Patreon.
That's true. Yeah. Naked cocaine sniffing. Only on Patreon. Coming up. Hey, if you're my age and you're going to snort cocaine, it might as well be off somebody that's naked, right? Otherwise, you know, seriously, I'm just going to have a heart attack for nothing.
Yeah. That sweaty, hairy bat guy.
Yeah. You imagine, like, I go to bed at like 10:30 or something, you know, I do cocaine. I'd be up at 2 a.m. watching infomercials. I'd be like, holy shit, where did that guy go? Where's Billy? I wouldn't even understand what's going on.
Now, when you go to bed, I imagine all the forest animals come out, you know, to give you a little kiss goodnight and
cuddle with me.
Yeah. It becomes like a real fucking Snow White scene. You just sing to all the fucking animals.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Mr. Beaver, I don't swing that way. Fuck off, all right?
Suck it.
Oh, perfect time to get up and get a beer. Hold on.
Again? You did that a minute ago. Yeah, that's why you're supposed to be stocking them in the bloody fridge, you numpty. You're not getting up and going off. Oh, God. You can't train a fucking monkey, can you?
Fuck. What the hell? What's going on?
I don't know. You started it.
Weird. Okay, I'm not. Oh, no. I dropped my headphones when I got up, and now I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, you've broken your headphones now. Oh, no. Wiggle them. Wiggle your ears. Maybe your ears are broken. Okay. What?
Okay.
What am I doing? Am I dancing? Am I doing a dancing monkey thing?
When I dropped them, it actually slightly jarred the connection on the back of the interface. Okay. Oh shit. All right. I didn't quite get them hung on my little doohickey on top of my mic stand. Yeah, I may be having a stroke. I feel like it right now. Okay, so let's check. Oh no.
Oh no. He's gone again. Oh no. Oh no, is your cable. These weak ass fucking headphones and useless connections.
Okay, I got it. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Oh shit.
God, they don't make cables like they fucking used to.
I might have to
Just
buy
like
new headphones. Yeah.
Hairline fucking wires.
Oh
Have
god.
have you ever taken like a modern headphones apart to like resolder the wires, and it's just like this like tiny little hair
Yeah, I know.
of a wire.
I know.
So what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, exactly. It's literally made to be thrown away, right? That's it. Drive you batshit crazy. Okay, so I still got something okay now. I just literally, I'm gonna have to look into this after. Fuck.
That's why I like the headphones that actually come with a plug-in cable. So if anything, you can just replace the cable.
These ones didn't have that. The higher end, the one above these did, the Audio Technicas, but at the time I bought these, I did not have the cash. And when I bought these, I remember the reviews were like, oh, the ear cups can get a bit sweaty. Go up one model. They're way better. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy replacement ear cups. Remember that? And yeah, I've never even had the extra cash to do that.
What you need is hairier ears to cushion it.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So, okay. Well, we'll see here. I can hear myself, so I know it's okay. That's one thing about having monitors. As soon as I started talking, I couldn't hear myself in my headphones, and I knew, oh, that's, So there you go. Lesson learned. Monitor. Always monitor.
And Duncan Stewart, I wasn't telling everybody about Dick's time in prison, his Turkish prison.
Well, it was called Turkish Delight, but that's another matter entirely. It was actually in San Francisco, but that was the 70s for you. I don't know. I think I just crossed about 4 lines. That should be okay. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours.
Yeah. What do you want to do about it?
You just gave me a heart attack because I thought 404 joined for a second there. Oh God! No. That's enough. That's enough. One joke. That's all. That's all.
I didn't do anything.
Give me one joke. One joke only.
All right, Commander Ramius.
Oh, one joke only. Bing! Yeah, the machine that goes bing. Oh God!
No, that's good. Everyone's watching. Go, what the fuck are they on about?
Yeah, that's one of those things you don't need to know. No. Well, I've got a can of beer. Shall we finish the can of beer and then bid adieu?
Yeah, we can finish the can of beer. It'll take about 10 seconds.
Yeah, there are.
You only just opened it, so okay, 15 seconds.
Yeah, there are times when they go down quicker rather than slower. The whole thing, I did switch to light beer somewhat recently, and the idea was light beer, but it doesn't work if you drink them faster.
No.
Yeah.
They're just as gassy.
Yeah. Well, I think worse, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's the whole light beer thing. Like literally, I have to live at my mute button these days. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, what is like some really strong British ale that's flat and it's like treacle. So it's like crawling through mud to get to the bottom of the glass.
No, that's like it's like having Thanksgiving turkey gravy with a percentage. You know.
Yeah, but at least you won't burp.
Yeah, won't wake up either. You know. Have a coronary.
Can he get alcoholic gravy? Yeah. just put vodka in it.
Yeah. Hey, Matt got you with a good joke.
What's that?
What does Yoda do to the basketball in basketball? He dunks it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good, Matt. Right on. Way to go.
At least somebody's awake.
What time is it? Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Let's not go too long tonight because I just figured it out. My son's home in the morning and I've got all his Christmas stuff and whatnot waiting for it. I know we're late, but this year he was with the other side of the family. And, I haven't wrapped any of it or nothing yet. And I'm literally going to be in bed in like 4 hours, right? So I've got shit tons of work to do. And I wanted to have a little shills chat after where we could plan the 42 show changeover and everything for live on Patreon or whatever else. And if we keep doing this, nothing's happening.
So normal then.
Yeah. Oh, here, you guys want to see something? Hold on a second.
Oh. How long does it take him to put on a dress? It's tonight he comes out.
At least I didn't drop the motherfuckers this time. Look, the last thing showed up. So this is the Marty McFly collectible. And if I open the box here, you'll see it's got all the accessories and stuff, right? So, sorry, hold on a minute here. You got Marty and you got his little guitar that he blows the thing up with, and he's got the skateboard and he's got the video camera and the different hands and a different head and whatnot. It's a really cool set. And we got Doc and we've got Biff. And I've got the time machine dial, nightlight, and a few other things like, oh, he's going to flip right out. Oh, wait a minute. I'm full screen here and shit. Wait a minute. We'll go back to that. There. That's a little bit better. But yeah, so it's going to be really cool.
Have you got like Jennifer? Have you got his mum in a hanging out, drinking whiskey and smoking?
Yeah. Now, somebody pointed out in the chat the last time I showed these action figures that Biff, the one I have, is from the second movie, right? Well,
no, it's not.
Well, the Biff I have does have a version of himself that has the sports almanac in the other book, right? But I did get my son an actual printed version of the sports almanac, and we're just waiting for the asshole that has them in Canada to restock, and he's getting the second DeLorean. So he'll have both DeLoreans, and he'll have Doc and Marty standing by one, and then he'll have Biff standing by Mr. Fusion that'll have the almanac version, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how we did it, right? And I don't see any point in having the collectibles from number 3 because they just all have cowboy hats. What's the point? You know?
Need to get a cart of manure.
Yeah. That's actually Felix's one of his favorite jokes. You know? Yeah.
When he spits it out.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. he got screwed as an actor. You never see him after that, and he was really good. You know.
Oh, you know what? As he does a lot of rounds.
He
He wrote a song. I can't remember what it was, but it's all about Back to the Future and about him and his involvement in Back to the Future, and about everyone always likes asks him about Back to the Future, and he wrote a song and he plays it everywhere. If you go and look at it, all the it's like conventions and stuff.
Oh yeah,
he's always fucking there singing this fucking song.
But he got to have a cool part as an actor in one of the Arrowverse CW shows about the superheroes, Legends of Tomorrow. He showed up as one of the guy's fathers. It was really cool. My son and I were watching that series, and he shows up as the dad, and my son just jumped out of his chair and started doing Biff lines, right? Because he recognized him right away,
He'll probably turn up in years to come when they remake Back to the Future, and he'll turn up as Biff Tannen's dad.
Well, he'll be the old guy, you stupid idiot. This is the thing that could make you rich,
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually playing as an actual old person.
Yeah. Remember, Biff says, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? And he says, it's idiot. You sound like a moron. Or it's get out, leave. Yeah. But he says, you idiot. You sound like a moron or something. Oh, it's funny. Those are some of the best moments, Okay, so we shouldn't be too long. What do we got to say here?
I can guarantee you, I'm as long as I'm going to get.
Yeah, she did not say that.
That's as long as it gets, sweetie.
Yeah. So make sure you're subbed here. For the love of God, make sure you're subbed here. It's a new channel. But also make sure you do at the 42 show to get subbed over there. And then jump in our Discord and make sure you're following us on Blue Sky, because the whole deal with Patreon so that you can see the 42 show live is going to be over there. And we'll give you the links coming up through the weekend so that this Tuesday we can do the first 42 show as a live show for Patreon or whatever it turns out to be. We'll know by the end of the night, or, whatever. But
and also, if you don't want to do Discord and you don't want to do Blue Sky, at least just watch out for the community posts on YouTube.
Yeah. Exactly. Or, check our website, because we'll put a thing on there too, right?
Oh, Jesus, I suppose I better.
Yeah. Theshills.org. Is that it? Theshills.org. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you invented it.
Yeah, but never mind. So consumer advice as we go, because that's just how it works around here. If you find shrinkflation is getting you down, buy larger condoms.
It's like putting a worm inside of a cave. Doesn't help. Doesn't help.
Yeah, can't reach the sides.
I just need more elastic bands to keep it on.
Yeah.
Just stick them on your head. Don't put them on your penis. Put them on your head.
Stick them on your head. Stick them on your butt. Stick them on your head. Oh, no, wait. That's Don Henley. Jesus Christ. We could get in trouble.
I don't remember that in Hotel, California.
Yeah. He had a solo career that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Only fans.
You know what? Don Henley wouldn't even sing for real on OnlyFans at this point. There's no, don't bother. So shout out to our team. We got Shayna on the live chat. We got Chris Lundy, PJ CNet, Super Chat, Matt, Liam Wakefield, and well, I guess you and I, but we don't really count.
No, we don't count. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
We're only here to keep the chat, the guys, the moderators going.
Yeah. I mean,
we're just second fiddle to them now.
Yeah. They do the work, and we're just here to provide, an annoying sound in the background while you guys hang out in the live chat.
Yeah, we are the vehicle for our team.
Yeah, we're like a piano that's out of tune, bringing you into song. So put on your red slippers, click your heels together, and maybe you'll find your way to Dunk's bedroom.
Put on your red shoes and sing the blues.
She said, shh. Shut the fuck up. Ready? Keep your stick on the ice.
Are you gonna hit that fucking button or what?
I'm about to right now.
Now keep your dick in a vice.
You know what I just realized? There's no credits to hit for this show because we're not monetized. So, and there's going to be this big blank spot at the end of the credits with nothing. Just enjoy a tour of that city.
Well, just hit the. Can we go hot mic?
Well, we are now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, are we hot mic? Are we talking now?
Yeah.
Can people hear us? I didn't know. Oh no.
What do you think? I talk to you? I don't get paid for that.
Oh shit! Look at this. Look at this glorious wet day in Theshills town.
That's Dunk's wife on the left.
That's two chicks.
Guy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's my house. That's my house.
Yeah. So let's see here. The moral of this story is you should erect more tarps so people don't have to walk on wet streets.
Erect what?
Erection. Okay, it's about to end. We can go now. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good night. Penis.
Oh, wait a minute. I was wrong. Okay. Okay. Now we're gone. Bye.